Hello my fellow friends, and in today's video, as you can see behind me, I have all the new 1.21 stuff in Bedrock for today. So we'll be diving right into that as we did when we did the 1.20 in Bedrock as well, if you guys remember that video. So without further ado, we have a lot of stuff to get into, so let's dive into today's video. First things first, we'll be looking at all the blocks over here, all the new types of variants of copper and Tuff, and I'll be also showing you guys how to craft all of these. So if we just come down here, we can see, as always, we have our regular Tuff block over here, but now it has a new stair, slab, and wall variation as well, as you can see over here. And you can get these by either putting the right amount of Tuff in a crafting table, or the right amount for a slab plus wall, or the easier method is just using one of these stone cutters over here, going inside, placing the Tuff block in, and as you can see, you can already get all the stuff. So it's like a 1-in-1 ratio. It will save you some resources, that's for sure. So the other thing what's very cool about this Tuff family over here is we got a couple new varieties of Tuff blocks. So over here we have the polished Tuff and the polished stair, slab, and wall as well, and you can get these in two ways. You can either get some Tuff and put it in the crafting table like this, and that's how you get the polished Tuff, or you can do the same thing. You can just take your Tuff, put it in the stone cutter, and you can get the polished Tuff like so. Plus you can get the stair and slab option as well. So it's a super cool little block. I think it's going to be amazing for gradients. I super love the little texture on it as well. I think it looks super cool, and it's going to be a nice change. I think it's going to be a nice little block which is going to fit in. Moving along on the Tuff family over here, we had the Tuff bricks, Tuff brick stairs, and Tuff brick slabs, and Tuff brick walls as well. Oh my god, I'm saying so much Tuff in today's video. So you get this in two ways as well. You can either put 4 pieces of smooth Tuff, this polished Tuff, into your crafting table, or you can get 1 piece of polished Tuff over here, put it in like so, and then you can get the bricks as well. So yeah, it's a super simple little crafting recipe over here, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. This is going to be so good, by the way, for gradients and stuff like that. Moving along over here, we have the chiseled Tuff bricks. This is a very cool little wall pattern design over here, and this is how you get it. You just put 2 Tuff brick slabs in a crafting table in this pattern over here, and then that's how you can get this chiseled Tuff bricks over here. Or you can just go into your crafting table, place your normal Tuff into there, and you can already get the chiseled Tuff bricks as well. So that's also another way of doing it. Or you can also, I think you can do it with a smooth Tuff as well. Yes, and I don't think you can, yeah, you can do it with the Tuff bricks as well. So all of these 3 blocks over here, the Tuff, the polished Tuff, or the Tuff bricks will work if you use a stone cutter over here to make it. Another cool block what we have is the chiseled Tuff over here, and you get this by putting 2 of the normal Tuff slabs into your crafting table, or you can get your 1 Tuff brick over here, your normal Tuff, and you can craft the chiseled Tuff like that. These other, the polished one and the bricks, do not work, so they will not give you this new chiseled Tuff block over here. So yeah, that's all the Tuff blocks over here added into the game, and I can picture a lot of these to be very, very useful, to be honest. So yeah, it's a super simple crafting recipe as well. Some of the other ones over here are a bit more difficult, so these Tuff blocks are definitely a lot more easier to craft, but I do recommend using the stone cutter instead of the crafting table. Moving swiftly along over here on the line, we're going down to the copper family over here. So all these Tuff blocks and all these copper blocks are found in the new child chambers, what we'll be testing out in today's video as well. So stick tuned to that, because after this little copper family, we'll be going into a trial chamber and looking at it a little bit closer as well. So if we come down here to the last thing over here, it is our copper doors over here. Mine are waxed so that you can see all the oxidization levels, so that you can see all the ones what you can get. Obviously you can wax them. It's super simple. You just whack one of these simple copper doors into a crafting table with a bit of honey, and you can get the waxed versions of it if you like the weathered ones a little bit more. But if you just leave this guy out, he will oxidize out to this wonderful color. This is probably my favorite color in the game so far. It's this blue. I absolutely love it. So you craft a copper door with copper blocks over here. So it's a pretty expensive door, to be honest. But look at the sound of it. If I turn my game noise a little bit up, it's so cool. I super love the new sound of these guys, and you can craft them like this over here. So it's 6 of these copper blocks over here, put in the crafting table like this, and you will get a couple copper doors out of it, as you can see. Moving along on the copper family, we have the copper trap doors. Obviously these are wax as well, so you can see the oxidization. My favorite color out of these ones still remains this blue, and it absolutely looks amazing. So if I turn up the game noise just a little bit, I think it looks cool. Sorry, there's also some of the new mobs over there making some noise, but yeah, I love the new copper trapdoors. They look cool, and this is how you can craft them. As you can see, we're not crafting them with blocks anymore. We're actually using the copper ingots today, and we'll be arranging them in the crafting table like so, and then that's how you can get the copper trapdoors as well. Moving along in the copper family, we have the copper grates. These, I can imagine, are going to look cool in like some factory builds and other house, like other medieval house styles. They're going to absolutely look cool. As you can see, there's 4 different levels of the oxidization on these ones as well. And these ones have a little bit of a trickier pattern to craft, by the way. This is how you can craft them over here. And then obviously my favorite color is this one. Out of all of these little grids sound also pretty amazing. So if we just go on them, so that's also a new sound added in to the copper grids as well, and I think they look absolutely amazing, and I love that you can see through them. So that's probably my favorite thing. It's kind of weird that when you look through it, so if you look through it from like here, then this side and the bottom disappears. So that, I don't think I like that as much. And if you look down, like, you can't see. I know it's very hard to make it, and I know because of the pattern that's why they couldn't solve that issue, but I don't know. I like it, but I kind of don't like now that I'm staring at it that I can't see the back 2 walls. So that's kind of weird. Moving along on the copper side is the chiseled copper blocks over here. And as you can see, this has 4 variants as well, and it's crafted like this. You just use the cut copper slabs and you arrange them like this. Obviously, all of this you can make in a normal stone cutter. If you just put my copper into there, as you can see, you can get the copper grids, and you can also get the chiseled copper as well. Another cool thing what was added to the game and also into the trial chambers as well is these copper bulbs over here, and they have a pretty cool redstone mechanic what we'll be diving into a little bit today. So let's first look at the crafting recipe, what is looking like this. So it's a pretty expensive light over here with 1 piece of redstone, a blaze rod, and 3 copper blocks arranged like this in the crafting table. And as you can see, it has 4 different stages of glowiness. So if I just change the time, now you can see all the levels of brightness what it will give off. So this is the brightest one over here, and then as we go down in the line, it will just keep going downer. So let me just turn back my time today, and let's see how they work. So you can power them in 2 different ways. If you just put them down like this, then they will not do anything. As you can see, this little red block indicates that it has power to the copper bulb, and because there's no power currently around it, it's not going to light up at all. But I can solve this issue with some redstone blocks underneath it. So that's what I did over here for this demonstration, and you can also wax them into different stages as well. So that's one way of powering these blocks, is just putting a little bit of a redstone block underneath it. But if you want to hook it up with some redstone, you can. So if I just flick this lever once, as you can see, my copper bulb will turn on. But if I flick it off, as you can see, it's still on. And this is a very cool little mechanic. But from my understanding, as you can see, there's no power now going to the copper bulb, so it's still lit up for some magical reason. But if I flick the lever once more, then it turns it off, but it gives it power. And if I flick it again, then it turns the entire thing off. So this for sure is going to be amazing in like redstone mechanics and stuff like that. So it's going to be super cool. Now that we're sort of halfway into our tutorial video over here of all the blocks, I think it's a very good time to jump into one of the trial chambers and look at some of the new blocks, what you can get from there. So enjoy my first time down in the trial chambers alone, and let's see what I got up to. Okay, so now that we looked at some of the new 1.20 blocks, I actually want to look into the trial chambers now, and as you can see, I did make a big hole over there, and that leads us to one of the trial chambers. Trial chambers will spawn, as you heard, naturally in your world. Actually, you can get them from cartographers if you trade up to max level. Then you can unlock the map, what will also lead you to one of these trial chambers as well. Inside the trial chambers, we do have a lot of stuff. I don't have creative mode turned on now, but I will in a little bit, and I'll show you guys after my experience with the trial chambers. This is my first time going into one of these, so I don't know what to expect, but I saw snapshots and different other pictures and stuff of the actual trial chambers itself. So I'm actually looking forward to this battle and to feel the combat and stuff like that. I think it's going to be super cool. So I got myself some full diamond armor, a totem, a shield if my totem does pop. I have a netherite sword, some bow, and a couple arrows, a stack of bread, and a diamond pickaxe. I think that will do. So let's jump down and let's see what kind of goodies we will unlock from the trial chambers. Okay, going down. We can see some of the trial spawners over there and the trial vaults over there. And as you can see, there's no mobs down here, so they will only spawn when you come close to those trial chambers. As you can see, that's already one of the breezes over here, one of the new mobs which spawns in. We don't have anything in this chest, but we do have, oh my god, but we do have a lot of the new stuff. Oh boy. Okay, there's two of these breeze buddies, so if you kill one, prepare to kill another one. They're super annoying to kill because as you can see, they just knock you down. I love their little sounds though. Okay, there we go. We're being shot out by some of the new skeletons over there, but I think they're taking out each other as well. Oh, we got our first loot from this guy over here. So when you take out one of these trial spawners, as you can see, they will stop glowing, and there will be some loot as well. Oh no, I'm slowed. Let's quickly take that guy out as well. Oops, I fell down into this hole. So as you can see, the spawner stops lighting up, and it will also drop its loot as well. That spawner is still not lit down, so let's quickly go. Let's charge into it. Oh, I got a key. Oh boy, look at that. Okay, so I took out all of these vaults over here, are these spawners. As you can see, they're not glowing anymore, but yeah, I got a key, and now I have multiple options. So I can either put it in this thing over here, and I can already see some of the loot what I'm getting from this one, so that's pretty cool. Or I can come up to one of these ones. Yeah, I can come up to this one, and I can also see some of the loot what I might get as well. I heard a skeleton. Oh boy. Get back. Yeah, now it is. And look how it opens up and just gives you stuff. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. So when you kill all the mobs, it will just open up and drop some loot for you. Oh, I love that. I love the effect on it as well. It looks super cool. Let's drink my bad omen. Okay, as you can see, these will change. So they'll be a lot more harder. As you can see, oh, potions are dropping. Let's be careful. As you can see, there's more potions, and these guys have armor on as well. The shield is class, so if you do have a shield, then that's good. I love the respawning effect on it. It's so cool. Okay, baked potatoes, that's it. Just level 5 omen, that's it. Baked potatoes. Nothing more. Don't get me wrong, I like baked potatoes, but you know, I was kind of hoping for a key. Okay, that one's still gonna go off, so we might have a chance. We might have another chance. I have some golden carrots. Okay. And? Oh. We didn't get much, to be honest. Okay, I think I got him stuck into one of these holes over here. There we go. Oh my god. How in God's name did they unleash water? They turned into some kind of water benders. Oh, they pressed the buttons. That's how. That's cool that there's like a little water trap. That's actually epic. I love how like, you know, yeah, the PvP is tough, but like it's rewarding as well at the same time. Like I'm enjoying this, and look how many stuff I got as well from it. Really invincible. What I will quickly do is just get one of these ominous trowel, or these vaults, and let's put them down over here. Oh no, you can't duplicate these. Okay, well never mind then. I can't grab them in creative. That's pretty cool. So change of plans then. Let's get one of the keys. Where the hell do I find the keys, to be honest? This is still very new. Okay, here, yeah. Let's get some of these trial keys and let's open up this guy over here. Okay, so the loot is better, as you can see, when you get one of these keys. You get all of these stuff, and there's also a percent that you get one of these heavy cores, and the heavy core is good because you can obviously craft a mace. So I'm loving it. I think this is cool. The best way is get yourself some bad omen, walk into one of these trial chambers, beat some butts, and then when you get this ominous trial key, then come up to this vault over here and open it, and it will be absolutely amazing and rewarding. Okay, now that we're back over here and we looked up into some of the trial chambers, I think they're amazing, by the way. They look so cool, especially with all the tough blocks put into it and all the copper. That is going to be my #1 place to go mining for copper. That's for sure. Okay, now looking into some of the more technical and difficult stuff over here. We'll get into all the trial chamber stuff as well down in the line. But yeah, if you stick to that, then you can see. So if we go down the line over here to do some redstoning, as you can see, the new thing what was added into the game, what is also super cool, is the crafter. This is a new variation of the crafting table. So it is a very cool little device, and it's going to be so useful to make redstone farms and other types of farms as well. So the crafter is a very expensive little guy over here with a couple pieces of iron on the top, an actual crafting table. This is the first time an actual crafting table is used in one of the recipes, and also a dropper over here and 2 pieces of redstone. So this is how you can craft the actual crafter over here, and it's a super cool little block, as you can see. So if we just go around it, it has a very cool like little redstoney vibe over here. And basically how the crafter works is it will craft automatically stuff for you. So let's say I have these stripped bamboo blocks over here up on top in this chest, and I want to craft them into some bamboo planks. So what I will do is I'll load up the hopper over here. I'll load up my crafter. I can also, what I can do is I can change these slots, so I can lock the slots if I don't want them to be occupied. And as you can see, this slot is not locked over here, so this is where my items will fall into. And as you can see, they will automatically craft bamboo planks. So now what I can do is when I just give it a redstone signal like this, as you can see, the crafting table is going to work. It's magic. As you can see, it's glowing over there, and it's opening the little door as well, and it will craft the bamboo planks automatically for me. So if I set this up on a redstone clock, say, then I can just let this run and it will craft bamboo planks automatically for me. Obviously, I'm not a redstone genius, so you know, don't question me on the redstone side of stuff. This is for sure going to be something what you're going to have to watch another video on if you want to understand it more, or let me know in the comments down below if I should make an in-depth tutorial about this crafter. Moving swiftly along over here onto some of the stuff what we can find in the actual trial chambers itself. So the first things first is the smithing templates over here, and we have a very cool flow armor trim over here, what you can find in the trial chambers itself. And you can find them in the vaults, in these vaults specifically over here on the screen. So as you can see, this is how it looks on netherite armor with diamonds as a decoration piece over here. I think it looks super cool. We just go on the other side. This is the back side of it as well. I think it looks absolutely amazing. This is probably one of my new favorite trims in the game, and this is how you can craft them. So you're gonna need your diamonds as usual. This is how you duplicate them, sorry. So you're gonna need your diamonds as usual. You're gonna need your smithing template, and you're also going to need a breeze rod, what you can get from the breeze over there, but we'll talk about that in just a minute. So yeah, this is how you can duplicate these armor trims, and they look super cool, as you can see on your armor trim set. Another armor trim, what is found in the trial chambers, is this guy over here, the bolt armor trim. And as you can see, it's a little bit, it's not as light as this one over here as the other armor trim. It's a little bit like darker, I think. Like the tone is toned down a little bit on the diamond over here. So it's the same netherite armor. It has a smiley face though on the back, and also a very little smiley face on the chest piece as well. So it's a very funny item, to be honest. And you can duplicate these armor trims as well with using 1 copper block, a couple diamonds, and the smithing template itself. So yeah, it's a very cool little trim. I think these trims are going to be super cool, and it's a good new addition to our other trims as well. Moving along, we have all the pottery shards over here. There's 3 types of pottery shards. You can find all these pots, by the way, in the trial chambers. And if you break Z pot over here, if I get one of these and just break it, this one's not going to drop it because I'm in creative, but otherwise it will drop this pottery shard over here. So yeah, it's this new pottery shard, Guster pottery shard over here. So it looks super cool. It's like this little wind burst effect. I super like it. It actually does look like the breeze, just a slight little bit, and this is how it looks on a pot. The second pottery shard over here is the flow pottery shard, and as you can see, that's how that looks on a pot. And the last one over here is this great pottery shard, and this one also looks pretty cool. I think it's actually an axe, or is this the new hammer what is introduced to the game? So I think it looks like an axe to me, but sorry if I'm wrong. It happens a lot in these videos. So yeah, these are the 3 new pottery shards, and I think they look amazing, especially combined together. And also you can find them in the trial chambers as well, just along the roads, as you already saw when I went through my own trial chamber. Moving swiftly along on the line over here, we have the new banner patterns, and let me tell you, I'm excited for all the new designs what I can figure out with these banner patterns. First thing being, this is the first banner pattern, the flow pattern over here, and as you can see, it's a good little swirly swirl over here on the actual banner itself. So this is just a plain white banner, a little bit of black dye, and then this flow banner pattern put on top of it, and I think it looks absolutely amazing. And I can already picture like kind of a balloon maybe with it, to be honest. I'm going to test a lot of variants out and just see what I can come up with in the future. So make sure to go and follow my TikTok page, where I do post a lot of my banner pattern ideals as well. So the next banner pattern is this guy over here. It's the Guster banner pattern. As you can see, this little dude looks amazing. He's super scary in the actual trial chambers, but he's very cute on this banner pattern over here, and it actually resembles the breeze over here. So it's a super cool little dude, and I can't wait to see what kind of designs we can figure out with these 2 new banner patterns. Moving along over here on the line, we also have 3 new music discs. These can be all found inside the trial chambers itself, so they look super cool. And I think what we'll do is at the end of the video, when I sadly kill those mobs over there what's making all the noise, then we'll listen to all of these music discs. So we'll get back to that in the end of the video. But let's look at some fine art today, boys. We have all of these new paintings, 20 to be exact, and I laid them out for you guys over here. So we have a couple very big ones, a couple small ones, and some tiny ones as well. First things first is this guy over here. So let me quickly just run you through all the paintings. I like this one, to be honest. And guess why in the comments down below. I will tell you, it's one of my favorite animals, and it resembles that. At least that's what I see in it, and I love that painting. So there's this guy over here. There's this nice little flowery one. There's this pretty weird modern art with like a plant pot and some flames. There's this very nice one as well. There's this guy over here. And all of them have names, by the way, as well. So I will try to match them and put them on screen as well. And if I can't, then sorry about that. So there's also this one over here. These are all the big ones. So this one looks pretty cool as well. I love this one because it's like a little landscape. This one is very cool. It's going to look very cool in like some steampunk builds. That's for sure. Someone will figure out something cool with that. There's this very cool skeleton one. Another one of my favorite ones is this one over here. Just because all of the mountains, and because we live in Canada, we have so many mountains over here surrounding us. So that's what it reminds me of. There's this other cool one over here. There is this one, what kind of resembles another painting in like the Minecraft itself now. So it's super cool, but it's a little bit more stretched out. There's this one, what's going to look super cool for sure in some museums or something like that, because it has like this skeleton of a dinosaur and I think a person as well. So I think this looks super cool. There is a villager one over here. There's a cake, a sunflower, and a pot on this one. And there's just a little flower on this guy over here. So these all look absolutely amazing. I super love them. And I can't wait to start building with some of these new paintings over here. And okay, moving along, soon on to the trial chamber stuff as well. So we're getting to that. And probably one of the coolest things added to the game is the mace over here. But we'll get into that in just a minute. Before we have to look into all these potions over here. We have a couple new types of potions and how to craft them as well. These can all be found in the trial chambers as well, because if you saw in my run through of the trial chambers, I got hit a lot of times with the potions and they will automatically just drop on your head, plus arrows plus fire will drop on your head as well. So make sure to watch out for that. The first potion is the potion of wind charge over here, and as you can see, it comes in 3 different variants as well. It will also come in a splash potion and a lingering potion as well, and this is how you can craft it in your brewing stand. So it's just one awkward potion, and then you put a breeze rod on top of that. So if we put this in and this in over here, we will get our wind charge potion, and this is a pretty cool potion. It's not that useful, to be honest, but it's pretty cool. So if we just get a plain sword out over here and we just place this guy, oh sorry, I'm not gonna kill the baby, but I'll kill you, and then we splash him with the wind charge, and if we kill him, he will give out this wind burst effect, as you can see on top. And if I get it as well, as you can see, I'm just gonna let out some little particles over here, and it looks super cool. So yeah, that's what this does. It's not very useful, but it's kind of annoying when you spawn in like a cow or something and this gets hit with it, and if you do kill it, it will just blow the stuff away. So it's kind of annoying, to be honest. I'm gonna kill the baby in the end. Okay, so that's how you craft this wind charge potion over here. Get away, baby cow, I don't need you now. The next potion what you can craft is the potion of weaving. This is a very cool potion. As you can see, it comes in splash potion form and lingering potion form as well, and you can craft it using the brewing stand. It's super simple. It's just one of these awkward potions over here put in like so, and also a cobweb put in on the top over here, and that's how you can get the potion of weaving. The potion of weaving is super cool potion. It does a couple cool stuff. So if I just get my sword and my trusty cow out again over here. So here we have our little test subject over here. Let's splash him with the potion of weaving, and if I do kill him, as you can see, he has a percentage. I didn't get that time, but if I do kill him, then there's a likely percentage of him spawning cobwebs like around. Oh sorry, let's just try this again. It didn't work. Third time the charm. No. So if he does die, he will just leave cobwebs like randomly around over here. What is kind of annoying if you kill something and just cobwebs spawn randomly. But also it's super cool because if you have this potion of weaving on and you're trying to run through cobwebs, it will actually be a lot faster than not having it. So having the potion of weaving effect will give you a bit more strength to run through these nasty little cobwebs over here. Next in line is the potion of oozing over here, and this comes in the same tree variants as well, as you can see, in potion form, in splash potion form, and in lingering potion form as well. And it's super simple to craft in a brewing stand. You'll just get another awkward potion, put it in the bottom over here, and with one full slime block on the top, you can make yourself the potion of oozing. Potion of oozing. Potion of oozing is actually very cool because if you do splash a mob with the potion of oozing and then kill it, there is a 5% chance of it dropping slimes afterwards. So as you can see, it will spawn in 2 other slimes as well, and these guys will be kind of annoying to kill, but if you do kill them, then it will just give some more slime balls. So it's a kind of like a sneaky little attack over here. So if you do get splashed, what you will in the trial chambers, and you kill some mobs over here with this, then it has a high chance of spawning in slimes as well. The next potion over here is the potion of infestation, and this comes in tree forms as well. The simple potion, the splash potion, and the lingering potion as well. And you craft it in a brewing stand. You get an awkward potion, put it on the bottom over here, and get some plain stone and put it on the top like so. And that's how you can brew yourself an awkward potion, a potion of infestation. So if we get the potion of infestation, then come over here to this little test chamber over here. So what this potion really does is when a mob takes damage, there's a likely % chance that it will spawn silverfish. So as you can see, this cow is taking some damage over here. I don't think it's going to spawn silverfish, sadly, just because my world settings are a little bit different. But if you start hitting this cow, every time it takes some damage, there's a 5% chance of it dropping silverfish. So I had that a lot in the trial chambers as well, when I was just killing these bogs over here. Shit. I moved this guy 1 block over and he's gonna die now. There we go. Let's spawn another one in. Sorry, little guy. So when these bogs got hit with the potion of infestation and I just hit them or tapped them even lightly, there was a big % chance that they spawned silverfish in. And let me tell you, it was annoying just dealing with these bogs as well, getting poisoned, plus all the potions, plus everything else, and also then dealing with silverfish. It's a pretty annoying potion nonetheless. So yeah, that's how you get it. That's all the variants, and that's how you can make it in the brewing stand as well. Oh, and by the way, all of these potions, all of these new potions come in arrow form as well. So if for some reason you like these, then you can now get them in arrow form as well, and you can go off and prank your friends. So now that we looked into basically every block, every new block in the game, all of the new pottery shards, banners, and stuff like that, let's go and dive into some of the cool stuff what you can find in the trial chambers as well. So first things first is the actual breeze over here. Was a super cool new mob. As you can see, this is what it looks like in game. This is the sounds it makes. So it's kind of like a blaze mob over here, but it's a little bit different. As you can see, it's super angry. It does look pretty cool. It has all the rods in there, so when you kill it, it will drop these breeze rods over here, what you can make different stuff out of. But you can also put it in the crafting table just like so, and it will give you just wind charges. Wind charges are good if you do jump. As you can see, it will blast you up into the sky if you land your jump correctly. Then it will just blast you up in the air. But yeah, it's a very cool block. Plus, when you're not in creative like I am, and you're actually in survival Minecraft, it's actually a very, very cool, fun block, or fun little wind charge to fool around with and just jump up a couple blocks as well. These guys have very less health, to be honest, so they're not very hard to take out. It's just 2 hits with a fully enchanted netherite sword, so it's a very cool little mob, but they are pretty annoying, especially in the trial chambers themselves. So they can also, what they can also do with these wind charges is open trapdoors and press buttons. So if I come over here, as you can see, these wind charges can open trapdoors and stuff. And if you saw inside of the trowel chambers that there was a multiple trapdoors, traps and stuff like that, these guys will let them off. These guys will let them off, and they're pretty annoying, to be honest, when there was like a full gush of water just on you and stuff like that. So yeah, they're pretty cool little mobs, but pretty annoying to take out. Next mob on the line is the bog over here. This is a new type of skeleton. As you can see, it's like this very swampy looking guy over here with some mushrooms on top of its little head. It will drop these poisonous arrows when you do kill it, and some bones as well. And another fun little fact, if you get some shears and shear this dude, you'll get the mushrooms from it. This guy has less health than a skeleton, but it's pretty annoying because it does shoot poisonous arrows, so watch out for them. You can find these guys in the trial chambers, and they will also spawn in with some of the new armor and armor trims as well when you go into the trial chambers with Bad Omen, what we'll talk about in a minute. But they will not drop their armor, sadly, in the trial chamber. You can find these guys in swamps, by the way, if you're looking for them in the wild, or down in the trial chambers, and they're pretty cool little dudes. Okay, now that we have all the mobs covered, let's look at some of the trial chamber blocks itself and some of the keys, what you can use it for. So this is the new trial spawner. As you can see over here, it doesn't have anything in it, but when it does, this is what it looks like on screen now. As you saw from my playthrough, it's a little mob just spinning around in it, and when you get close to one of these trial spawners, it will basically activate and it will shoot out different types of mobs. When you killed all the mobs surrounding it, it will open up and it will give you loot. And there's multiple different stuff what you can get from this, but without Bad Omen going into one of these trial chambers, you will get these plain trial keys. These plain trial keys, you cannot get the heavy core with them, and the heavy core is used for crafting the new mace. So, in my opinion, and that's only my opinion, if you do want to get the hammer, then don't go for these trial keys. And first, you should Bad Omen up. So I'll tell you guys about the Bad Omen effect and how it affects the trial chambers in a minute. But basically, these keys will be good only for these vaults over here. And when you do use one of these, as you can see, you'll just get some random stuff out of it. So it's not always guaranteed that you will get good stuff out of it. And sadly, you can't get the heavy core out of it, what's used to craft the new mace. So that's one of the sides of these trial spawners. But if you decide to go and try to get the mace, the heavy core, so that you can craft your hammer, then it's super simple. As you know, raids have been changed in Minecraft Bedrock and Java as well. So basically, in the old days, when you killed a raid captain holding a banner, then you would get the Bad Omen effect, and that's how the raid basically started. Now that changed entirely. Now if you kill a raid captain, you can get 1 of 5 levels of Bad Omen. Bad Omen is now put in a little bottle over here, so you'll not get the effect. You will only get the Bad Omen effect if you drink one of these bottles. These bottles don't come in splash potion form. Sadly, they only come in drinkable form, so you're gonna have to automatically drink one of these potions to get Bad Omen. If for some chance you get this Bad Omen bottle, I recommend going for the level 5 and then going into the trial chambers. Because what happens is these little trial spawners, they will change. They'll give out this blue little tint, and stronger mobs will come out of it. It's a little bit tougher, so I do recommend full netherite enchanted armor, or if you're good at the game, just a couple totems, just to be safe, you know. And what they will do basically is change, and you will get a whole different loot table. Obviously, you will get the simple loot like diamonds, emeralds, and stuff like that. But a cool thing what you will get is one of these ominous trowel keys over here. And these ominous trowel keys are used for their ominous trowel vault. Sadly, you can't get it in creative Minecraft over here, so I don't have it. But here is a picture of what it does look like. You can find it on the top floors of the actual trowel chambers, so they're hidden up top somewhere. And when you do open some of these, there's a high chance, like a 7.5% chance of you getting one of these heavy cores over here. I know this is tying into the mace a little bit, but you know, because it's a new weapon and probably everyone wants to get it, this is how you can get it. So on average, you will have to open about 13 of those vaults to actually get one of the heavy cores. Let me tell you, it was pretty tricky the first time I tested it out on my own realm. By the way, if you do want to join, then message me on Discord and we will get you hooked up on that as well. And it's just one interview basically. It's a very, very friendly community and it's free to join as well. So yeah, I tested it on my server first. There's new trial chambers. They're absolutely amazing. They're pretty hard to get the new heavy core over here. So I do recommend going and getting Bad Omen level 5. Was a little bit hard to get, I know, but you have to kill just a couple raid captains to get it. And then when you do, drink it before you go into the actual trial chamber. And when you drink it, these guys will change and they will shoot out ominous trial keys instead of the normal trial keys. The ominous trial keys obviously are good for the vaults, and then after you can get the heavy core out of that. So yeah, that's basically all of the trial spawners and the trial stuff, to be honest. They're very cool. And another cool thing what Mojang added, so say I explored one of the trial chambers and I want Miri to go down. It will reset for her. So like if I opened one of these vaults with a trial key, I can't open it anymore, but Miri can, or any other players can open the vault. Same with the ominous trial vaults. They work the same way. By the way, if you log out of the game and log back in, then these trial spawners will reset themselves and then you can run them through again, and you can obviously go through with a Bad Omen and then get the ominous trial keys, or don't go with Bad Omen and just get the trial keys itself. The trial key, this vault will reset, the plain vault, and you can open it up with trial keys, but the actual ominous vault, the other one, what uses the ominous trial keys, those won't reset, sadly, even if you log in and log back out. So yeah, that's all to know about the trial vaults and trial spawners and stuff like that. It's a pretty cool mechanic and I think it's absolutely amazing. And it also adjusts to how many players are at that ominous trial chamber at once. So if there's like 3 or 4, then it will drop in more mobs and better loot as the player count goes up. So yeah, I hopefully explained that as I could, and hopefully you understood that. If not, then let me know and I'll try to explain it in the comments down below a little bit better. But moving on to one of my favorite weapons in the game. It is called the mace, and the mace is crafted like this over here in the crafting table. It uses one of these heavy cores and one of these breeze rods. As you know, these breeze rods you can get from the breezes, and the heavy cores you can get from the ominous trowel vaults. So, and that crafts into a mace over here. These maces do a lot of damage. So let me demonstrate in just a minute. So if we get our blocks and we get our trusty cow over here, then if we just hit him once with this mace, as you can see, he doesn't die. If we hit him twice, he does. So it doesn't do a lot of damage. But if we go a couple blocks up over here, and I'll try to land this shot as quickly as I can. If I just jump, hit him, as you can see, particle effects are amazing, but he dies instantly. The more blocks I stack up, the more damage I will do on this cow over here. And there's obviously books what will increase the damage. We tested this out in my world with my girlfriend. She had full netherite armor on, and I jumped from about 10 blocks with no enchantments on this mace, and it took her down half health. This is a powerful weapon. So yeah, this is how it basically works. So other cool things what you can put on the mace, let me just get rid of these blocks, are this density enchantment. So basically what it will do is there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 levels of density. You can get this either in an enchantment table or if you get the book itself, you can get it and just put it on your mace with an anvil. By the way, obviously on your mace you can put the unbreaking, mending, and all those types of stuff on it as well, so that's super cool. But if you do get a density on it and put it on, what this will allow you to do, if I just get one of these guys over here and place him down, and the higher I go with this tower, the higher the damage does with the plain mace. This will double it. So every block I go up, it will do the same amount of damage with the plain, plus more with the density 5 enchantment on it. And I think it's one hit. It's one hit from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. That's amazing. Like, imagine this mace with density 5 on it. How much damage will that do to a person with full netherite armor? A lot, let me tell you. The next thing what's pretty cool is this enchantment over here. It's called the breach. There's 4 levels of breach over here, 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can get this enchantment in your enchantment table as well, or you can just get it on a book and then place it in your anvil over here. And if I just quickly place my mace and the breach in here and just get it out, and we can demonstrate what it does. So picture you have a guy in full netherite armor. That's obviously it will take up all of your armor points, so it will be max protection. This density 5 ignores 15% of that protection, and every block you go up, it just adds up. So yeah, these are the 2 new enchantments, and there's a third one as well, what is called the Windburst. And Windburst has 3 levels, and it's only you can only get it with books. Sadly, you can't get it in the enchantment table itself. And what Windburst does is, it's super cool, by the way. So if I just put it on my mace over here, and we get one of these guys again, but if you land your hit from a couple blocks high, what it will do is it will just bounce you up so that you can hit it again, and then you can kill it. Oh my god, that's amazing. So like, if you have someone in full netherite armor and you're wanting to kill it, and you're wanting to kill her or him, then you can just jump on them with this Windburst enchantment and lock you up in the air so that you can go back a second time and go in with the final hit. Moving along to the last thing, what I already discussed over here a little bit, is all of these ominous bottles. As you know, there's a couple levels of these. There's 5 as usual, and that's how many levels of Bad Omen were in the game as well, but this is the same, just bottled up. I already explained what it does in the trial chambers, but it's a super cool little thing. It did nuke raid farms, sadly, so we're gonna have to find a mechanic to fix that, that's for sure, because sadly AFKing at those farms don't work anymore. But we'll see in the future what some other smarter people will come up with. Another thing what was added into the game already but still doesn't work, but I didn't want to cover this in the update. Sadly, wolf armor is only going to be released with the new different types of wolf variants in 1.21.5, so that's when you can wait for the wolf armor to actually work in your game. You can get it from all the new armadillos, from Scoot, and we'll cover that in the 1.21.5 update when that comes out. I'll make sure to make a video on this, and plus on all the new wolf variants as well. But yeah, it's in the game already, it's craftable, you can color it, but you still can't put it on your wolves itself because it doesn't work. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff what are in the new 1.21 update. What are all the new blocks, paintings, and all the new trial chambers and stuff like that. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's video. We dived a lot into some of the mechanics of today. Obviously there's some more like changes and stuff with like nether portals and stuff, so if you are interested in the more technical side of stuff, then do let me know in the comments down below. So I want to thank you very much for watching. Make sure to do subscribe if you're still not, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let me leave you with a couple nice tunes. We'll look at those tree music discs. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video, hopefully. Goodbye.